Hey everybody, Scotty G, the retirement guy, looking right at you. Want to have an instructional video today. You're probably thinking, man, that guy's got the life. All he does is whatever he wants to. Go golfing, sit around, read, maybe clean up a little bit. Well, occasionally you got to work on that little honey-do list. And this honey-do list happens to be something that is maybe one of my own. However, you'll notice this blank space over here. Well, for some reason, the door's gone to the shower. Well, that's because it was a piece of crap. So instead of having a crap door, it's time to put a nice door up. And it's pretty exciting to try to take a shower, a nice shower like this, and not have the water come out. So today's endeavor is going to be installing a shower door with Scotty G, the retirement guy. So hang on tight, everybody. I'll let you see what happens as it goes. See you soon. So, lucky for you guys, in this section of the video, you really don't get to see too much of Scotty G. I know that's going to disappoint you, but you'll see some activity. One of the first steps it said is we have to measure how wide this is so we can put the base strip down. So, grabbing your handy dandy tape measure, laying it in there very tightly like that, and you can see it is exactly 24 inches. So that's pretty lucky for me. Instructions say, take the base piece, take a 16th off your 24, so that means that you're going to do 23 and 15/16ths, and cut the piece away. So we're going to go do that. Probably won't show you that boring part. All right, well, look at this, people. You can see retirement guy got the piece cut. And if I look right at the edge, how about that? Just exactly the amount of little space so that you got room for a little bit of adjustment or swelling or anything else that happens. Because a lot of times you're taking a shower, you got hot water, you've got steam, all kinds of stuff going on. You just never know. So the next thing that you have to do is you obviously don't want the water coming from the shower over to the carpet or whatever else your floor happens to be here. So the instructions say, you know what? Let's put a little bit of this bead of this silicone along. And the reason you do that is this will form a really good barrier between the water splashing around on the shower side and the outside of your door. Because obviously the reason that you're putting up a door is so that your shower doesn't come and spray all that water outside. Because then you might as well stand outside in the rain, which I guess would be kind of fun when I think about it. So we put down, oops, I'm going to fill in this little gap right here because I have noticed occasionally doing this that sometimes the grout lines that you see tend to take a little bit less water. So let's see what we got here. Put that in place. Squeeze it all down nice and tight because you can always clean up anything extra that you have. Look at that, like a charm. The other thing you need to do, I'll probably put some weight on there while it dries, is to make sure that it's evenly spaced. So I know that the back edge of my wall is square, and I've got each side of this. For my specific application, at 2 3/4 inches on the dot. Wow. Sometimes Scotty G's just like a brain surgeon, man. He's on it. Okay, step number 1. We'll catch you soon, folks. So the next 2 steps, we've got to start putting in the side channels. Now, of course, you're going to get to see part of the retirement guy. So the side channel goes with just like this. I'll show you a close-up. Typically what you would do is lay your channel here with a plumb level to make sure that it's all straight and square. Again, as I previously stated, I'm doing a replacement job. You would mark the holes and drill away. Well, lucky for the retirement guy, plug, hole, plug, hole, plug, hole. For a change, they're absolutely in the right place. They're not off by a half an inch where you're going to crack tiles or do anything. So this is just going to be a case of A, screw, insert screw, B, Phillips head screwdriver, C, try to find yourself some coordination because you have the beverage waiting when you're done. And I hear the African chef is cooking something wonderful. Sounded like some lamb spare ribs. Of course, they're cooked African style. And look at that. You put that in. And I'm going to go put the one up top, just because that's how I am. And a little finagling, because you know nothing is exactly perfect, because if it was perfect every time we'd all be bored, right? So, look at that. A little bit of that. A little bit of elbow grease, off we go. I'm going to take a few minutes and finish screwing in this side and install that side, and we'll see everybody soon. Have a good one. Well, look at that. I think I took my few minutes and got all of the edging put in properly. Don't mind everything else, but you can kind of see the silver on the sides, kind of look like some type of a rail, which of course they are, because they wind up holding the door. And then obviously you've got to make sure down at the bottom, as I zoom in here for you, that they're nice and overlapped exactly the way that they happen to say. That way the water stays on the inside of the shower, not on the outside. If I zoom back up, you can see it's got a nice tight fit, even though my tile's a little bit off. So even though the instructions don't say so, I still put a little silicone behind that. So look at that. You can even see my camera and a little bit of Scotty G in the background. So we'll get some more parts going. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. The Retirement Guy is on a fixed income.